Control the volume on a stereo. There are many stereos available on the market today, but regardless of what the stereo looks like or what brand it is, controlling the volume on it is always done in the same way. To control the volume on a stereo, there are two options: by remote control. Most, if not all, stereos that are on the market today come with a remote control to make controlling a variety of things a lot easier for the consumer. The remote control can be a simple one with only buttons to turn the stereo on/off and to control the volume, or it can be more extensive where you could use the remote to play CDs, record music from the radio, set radio presets, etc. Typically, there will be two buttons for controlling the volume on a remote control, one to turn the volume up and one to turn the volume down. The volume up button will either have an arrow pointing up or a plus sign on it or right next to it. Similarly, the volume down button would have an arrow pointing down or a minus sign on it or right next to it. To control the volume, you simply press the volume up button to raise the volume as desired, or the volume down button to lower the volume as desired. Controlling manually whether or not the stereo comes with a remote control, you will always have the option to control the volume on it manually. There will either be two buttons, adjacent to each other, located somewhere on the stereo system itself, similar in appearance to the volume buttons found on a remote control, or there will be a dial located on the stereo system that is used to control the volume. The volume up button will either have an arrow pointing up or a plus sign on it or right next to it. Similarly, the volume down button would have an arrow pointing down or a minus sign on it or right next to it. To control the volume manually, you simply press the volume up button on the stereo system itself to raise the volume as desired, or the volume down button to lower the volume as desired. If you have a volume dial on your stereo system, you would turn the volume dial right to raise the volume or left to lower the volume. If there is a digital display screen on the stereo system, the volume level will be displayed when you adjust the volume either by remote control or manually. The volume level is either indicated by a number or by a bar representing the level the volume is currently at. The number would increase when the volume is raised and decrease when the volume is lowered. Similarly, the bar would get longer when the volume is raised and it would shrink in size when the volume is lowered.